So I had gotten on here, started to warm up, played a little bit of Cloud Online, and how I was doing was just abysmal to say the least. Enjoyed it. What is this? What's this dude do? What's he up to? What happened, man? No, that guy was weird. I also like playing Wife Beater Little Mac with the white gloves. I have a pair of white boxing gloves that I wear. And I wear wife beaters a lot. So therefore, I must be Little Mac in real life. Yeah, so as I was saying, I got on, I played some Cloud to like kind of warm up. And just awful. Like, I was losing like every fucking match. Right up the dick. Fucking god damn it. Alright, let me concentrate this time. Fuck. Wrong timing. Damn it. I thought I would have gotten him with that. So much easier. It's so much easier when I'm actually concentrating. Oh boy. I like fighting some younglings. There it is. The combo started with every youngling. Most people who choose to play projectile characters don't actually play them in their like intended use. Like, so many projectile characters see, this is what I mean. This is what they fucking do. Younglings, Ness, Villager, people who play characters like this, their goal is like hug the edge of the stage and just lob projectiles like mad, and then as soon as you get close, just dip. Do a few neutral attacks, dip, and then go back to lobbing projectiles. Oh, he got me. And you still couldn't get me, even while you fucking hucked fire arrows at me. Fuck out of here. So yeah, and this is it's a topic I've been wanting to really express how I feel about just this game in particular. All that tier list shit is pretty stupid. Like, I like talking about it. I think it's interesting to talk about, like, who is, like, the best character and what, depending on, like, frame data and all that, like, combo potential and, like, their actual, like, move set and everything. Like, I think all that stuff's, like, neat to, like, compare and contrast, like, different people's ideas of what they think is, the most optimal character to truly play as. But all in all, like, it doesn't mean jack shit. Like, I hate, and I love that Little Z had done this, is the Everyone is OP series. Because it's true, like, people who say, oh, that character is OP, oh, that character's top tier, it's like, that's just their way of saying they suck. Like, that's the same kinds of people that they blame the controller. Oh, man, I was pressing it. Like, fucking, were you, though? Were you pressing it? where you actually... Oh, he's facing the wrong way. Oh, like, really? Like, that's like... And again, I'm talking, so I'm getting my ass kicked now. Oh, gee, I'm really getting my ass kicked. But yeah, people cling to this idea of, like, OP and tier lists and all that, and it's like, it's how they explain away their poor playing. And me, I don't consider myself, like, a great Smash player by any means. I consider myself okay at best, in all honesty. Like, I'm nowhere near pro. I don't think I'm necessarily bad at the game. But I'm definitely not anywhere near a professional level. But anytime I do poorly, I get frustrated with myself because it's me doing poorly. I'm fucking up. Most games now, especially, like, AAA title, like, especially Nintendo games that are the most polished games out there, you know, there's not any room for error in the physics of these games. So when people complain about, like, oh, he was facing the wrong way, like, no, he wasn't. Fucking just admit you're bad. Just admit you suck at the game. Oh, he did that when he... Oh, you see how when he went off the cliff? Like, I pressed the jump button. No, you didn't. You just suck at the game. That's what the fuck it is. Again, like, Little Mag is considered to be the worst character in the game. And agreeably so, because once you get him off the ledge, he's pretty fucking useless. And there's not a lot of... Like this. Oh. You know, there's not a lot of room for error. But if you know how to play him... Like, there's a lot you can actually kind of accomplish with this character. Like, there's plenty of people who fucking murder it with Little Mag. You know what I mean? Like, oh, and the typical Roy. I wish people would stop blaming controllers, blaming tier lists, blaming, like, OP characters. Oh, yeah, well, that character's top tier. That move is OP. Well, everyone in this game has, like, one or two moves that's, like, super fucking good. And they don't mean shit unless you really know how to use them. And a lot of times, most people's best moves are pretty telegraphed. Oh, well, he must have pressed the wrong... Oh, he had to jump... Oh, he faced the wrong way. That's what that guy's saying right now. Then again, maybe he wasn't saying that. He might have been a cool person that I was playing. Or you'll hear the people who play, and in the middle of them, they're, like, whispering, like, what the fuck? Like, what? I was hitting it. What is he doing? It's like, you're just not playing good. That's all that's happening. Just admit that. And it's okay. And you know the way to, like, prevent that? You know the way to prevent when that character faces the wrong way? Or when... you hit that button and he didn't do the thing? Or, do you know how to fight against that OP character? Just be a better fucking player. Just admit you're not actually that good, and just learn to get better. If you can't just admit where you fail at, and this is just true for life in general, if you can't admit where your faults are at, you'll never get better. Ever. Like, most people who know me, anyone who meets me really, they'll be able to tell you that I am pretty critical of my own artwork. I'm actually, out of everyone, I am the most critical of my own artwork. Of my tattoo work, everything. Everything I produce, I am the most critical of it. I'm not critical of my own work because I'm trying to just lambaste myself or just put myself down or something. I'm constantly trying to see objectively about myself what is bad, what is wrong, and where does it get better, and how does it get better? How do I make this? How do I be the best at this that I can be? And granted, it's a weird question to, like, ask because no matter what, you'll never be the best at anything. Like, there's plenty of people, I mean plenty of people who are way better at tattooing than I am, way better at drawing than I am. But my whole life, I've always been like, how... I get, like, a good feeling of anger that's like, how do I do what they're doing? Like, what is it? What's their technique? Let me study what they do and try to get there. How do I do that technique? You know? And it's the same thing when I see good Smash players. I'm like, how do I do that combo? How do I, like, being a Cloud main, you know, watching Spargo is fucking inspiring to me. I mean, I don't think I'll ever be Spargo. I think you should go about that in life altogether. I know plenty of artists who they don't see any flaw in their own work, and they never grow. I've known artists who they've been doing what they do for years, and their work has never really gotten... It's not bad, but it's never really gotten... Oh my god. Jesus. That is dangerous to do by the cliff. Their work's never really gotten better by a large margin because they don't see anything wrong with their own work. And I think that's like kind of a psychopathic means of like psychological, like, what am I trying to say? It's like kind of like a psychopath mentality to like not see wrong in your own work. And me, I'm someone that's all I see in myself. Like I joke and I say, you know, things about other people and I act like I'm better at a bunch of shit, but really I'm fucking not. I'm talking shit most of the time. I'm talking shit. And I'm also like a realist in that regard where, oh, I was down on one side. Oh. If I'm better than someone else, I'll also gladly admit it. Not coming from a place of arrogance or anything, but just a straight matter of if I'm better than somebody, then I'm better than them. But if I'm worse than somebody, yeah, by all means, I'm fucking worse than them. I think people just need to be more self-reflective. And they need to be able to just objectively look at themselves. Like, what is bad about themselves? What are your flaws? I can't understand people who can do something, think they're just not see the flaws in what they're doing. And just, like, you don't want to improve? Or you just don't think you need to improve? And I don't know, maybe that's it. Maybe people don't want to think they have to improve at something. But I don't know, it doesn't matter what it is. You're never going to be 100% the best at anything you do in life. No matter what the fuck it is. I'm pretty sure all the greatest, like, auteurs and geniuses of the world, and just the people who've always been considered the best of the best, I'm pretty sure all they did was practice at what they do all day and constantly self-reflect on where they needed to improve. And that's what I do. Like, mainly in regards to art, this applies to my life. What are you doing over there? Get over here. But I want to constantly improve. I want to always feel like what I did last year is dog shit compared to what I'm doing this year. That's why I personally, like, I take offense to the idea that people are like, oh, you went to art school, so no wonder you're so good at drawing. Like, no, that's not why. Because I'm way better than I was when I was in art school. And I was, you know, back before I went to art school, people were like, why are you going to go to art school? You already know how to draw this well. It's like, it never ends. Point being, like, you're never done getting better. You got to keep practicing. And when people will come into the shop and they'll be like, oh, you did this artwork and you're so good and this and that. And I mean, personally, it gets kind of old to hear. And it's like, yeah, thank you. Like, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you like the artwork. But again, it's like, I don't see it the same way a lot of people do. I don't see it that amazing. So I just kind of get tired. I also get tired of, like, the having to say thank you all the time for liking my artwork. And to that, why wouldn't you want to keep improving? Like, I don't know. I'm never satisfied. Well, I should say I'm never satisfied with the results of my own work. Because I want to do better. I want to be the best. Well, so the point I was making about people complimenting on my artwork, and they asked me, like, oh, how do you do it? And it's like, dude, I've been alive for almost 30 years, and this is all I've ever, like, been as good as I am at, you know. what do you mean? I don't know. The only answer I can give them, and it's the most honest answer, and it sounds like a pretentious one, but it's not. It's just the honest to God truth. And I just say it's just a little practice. And then, oh, you're so humble. And it's like, no, it really is just that simple. You just fucking keep practicing. And that's kind of what I mean with people, playing this game. Like, that's that mentality of people saying things like characters are OP and the buttons didn't work and the controller and, oh, I pressed it and this and that. They're the ones who pick the controller up and are frustrated with the fact that they're not the best at it the second that they start. And so there's an excuse. There's some sort of external reason that's beyond them as to why they can't be good, why they aren't as good as somebody else. Like, what is, like, you're fucking human, dude. You're gonna suck at shit. I also love learning shit. I get annoyed at compliments only because of the fact that I don't see myself as good as they see me. Because I know I still have so long to go, and I know I'm never going to get to whatever point I think I'm about to reach. But I think to go about life thinking that you're just, where you're at is like perfect, and you're just the best, and nobody can touch you, like, I mean, you're kind of a fucking psychopath at that point. And I feel like that's a miserable way to be, and it's, I don't know if you want to call it ignorance. I think it's foolish, for sure. And that truly is, like, that is the only advice I can ever give, and that's kind of the motto I live by, and the kind of advice that I give to anyone else. For any aspect of life, anything you're struggling with, you keep practicing at it. If it's a relationship, if you're fucking going through some shit, if you want to be good at something, if you're trying to get through school, get into a job, whatever it is, like, you want to do or succeed at, or just anything you want to work and be good at, you just have to fucking practice it. And that's what I do with everything. There's a lot of shit, people who know me on a personal level know there's a lot of shit I've succeeded with in personal things. It goes into, my drawing and tattooing and my career and just a lot of things that I've done very well with myself for. And it's not luck. It's not anything other than just, you just gotta fucking wake up and do the shit. You just gotta fucking get up, fucking say you're gonna do it, and then just fucking do it. And then just keep doing it and keep practicing until you're good at it. And then when you're good at it, keep doing it until you're better at it. And when you're better at it, keep doing it until you're fucking gooder at it. And so until you're fucking amazing at it and amazinger at it. And so on. And just keep going. I don't know. Maybe this got like weird and existential. And we were talking about fucking playing Smash Brothers and why people complain about OP characters. But I do think it relates to people who have that kind of mentality in life, where, like, the kinds of people that will pay attention to tier lists and, like, oh, well, if I use that character, I'm never going to succeed. Well, you don't fucking know that. Like, anyone who's seen my artwork, they always ask me, oh, what do you use? What kind of... You look at my colored pencil work, they're like, what do you use for what kind of... Oh, you must use, like, really expensive stuff. No, I use really cheap, like, made Chinese colored pencils that are, like, mass-produced. They're horrible and they suck. Oh, you must use some really grade A paper. No, not really. All through college, I used what was considered the worst brand of paper that everybody hated. And yet, somehow, I graduated with 3.5 GPA, and people ranted and raved about my artwork and how good my drawings were. I was using the worst brand paper, Why am I doing such good work if my fucking equipment sucks so bad, Make do with what you fucking have. That's why I don't pay attention to the tier list bullshit. Because it's just what you do with what you have. If you try to say I don't have that kind of equipment, or I don't have a good character on the tier list or something, then I won't succeed. Well, then you've already defeated yourself, Even like my portraits, people always, oh man, you must use some crazy stuff. I literally buy a pack of dollar pens, ballpoint pens, Bic pens, those dollar pack of pens, and that is what I use, and a sheet of paper. That's it. And then you want to know what I do? I just look at a picture. It can't be any simpler. There's no trick other than practice. That's literally the only trick, is a lifetime of practice. So no, none of the characters are OP. It wasn't the controller that fucked up. Your character wasn't facing the wrong way. You suck. So fucking practice. And go practice at life. Practice.